Hey there, fellow fans of the character. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're about to dive headfirst into the mysterious world of the Dark Knight. That's right, we're talking about Batman and why he's not just a superhero, but one of the deepest and most intriguing characters ever created. So, if you've ever wondered what makes Batman tick and why he's captured our imaginations for decades, you're in the right place. Before starting our deep dive into Batman's character, just a quick reminder to our loyal viewers. If you're excited to explore more intriguing character analyses and want to support our channel, please take a moment to hit that like button and consider subscribing. Batman's character depth is intricately tied to his origin story, which is marked by a traumatic event. Witnessing the murder of his parents as a young child left a deep psychological scar on Bruce Wayne. The profound loss and trauma from that day shaped his character in profound ways. This psychological impact is a key element that sets Batman apart from other superheroes. It's not just a desire for justice, it's a deeply personal motivation born from a tragic past. This emotional depth drives him to confront the very darkness that took his parents' lives. In essence, Batman's character depth is rooted in the human struggle to overcome adversity, making him an incredibly relatable and multifaceted character. Batman's character depth is significantly shaped by his unwavering moral code, which sets him apart from other superheroes. At the heart of Batman's moral code is his strict no-kill policy. He refuses to take a life, even when facing his deadliest adversaries. This ethical stance is a stark departure from the typical superhero trope where defeating the villain often means their demise. Batman's adherence to this principle forces him to find alternative ways to achieve justice, making his character morally complex. Batman's moral code prompts a profound exploration of justice and revenge. While his pursuit of criminals is rooted in a desire for justice, it also raises questions about whether his actions are, in some cases, driven by a personal desire for revenge. This internal conflict adds layers to his character as he navigates the fine line between being a symbol of justice and potentially crossing into vigilante territory. The unwavering moral code creates complex ethical dilemmas for Batman. He faces tough decisions when sparing a criminal's life might lead to more harm in the future. These moral quandaries challenge his character, highlighting the intricate balance between his principles and the greater good. Batman's moral code also extends to his interactions with fellow heroes and allies. He holds those around him to the same high ethical standards, creating tensions and conflicts within the superhero community. This dynamic explores the ripple effect of his moral stance on other characters. Batman's unwavering moral code, particularly his no-kill policy, is a central element that adds layers of depth to his character. Interestingly, it's worth noting that Batman iterations that deviate from his no-kill policy often receive mixed reactions from fans and critics, highlighting how his unwavering moral code is a central pillar of what makes him such a strong and enduring character. A profound element of Batman's character depth is the theme of personal sacrifice. Batman's commitment to his mission, to be the protector of Gotham City, often comes at the expense of his personal life and happiness. One of the most striking aspects of Batman's character is his willingness to forgo personal happiness for the greater good. He refrains from forming lasting romantic relationships, and his alter ego as Bruce Wayne is often seen as a playboy, a facade to deflect suspicion. This self-imposed isolation showcases the extent of his sacrifice. And just like in Batman Begins, where Bruce Wayne had to make the heart-wrenching sacrifice of his relationship with Rachel Dawes for the sake of his mission, it's these tough choices that showcase the depth and complexity of our beloved caped crusader. Batman's choice to remain emotionally distant and isolated adds layers of complexity to his character. His loneliness and inner turmoil reveal the price he pays for his unwavering dedication to fighting crime. Batman's commitment to his mission often strains his relationships with friends and allies. He keeps them at arm's length to protect them from the dangers he faces, leading to conflicts and emotional struggles. This theme of sacrifice adds depth to his character by exploring the impact of his choices on those around him. The character's willingness to endure personal pain and loneliness for the sake of justice is a testament to his strength and determination. It prompts viewers to contemplate the cost of heroism and the sacrifices individuals may make for a greater cause. In essence, The theme of personal sacrifice is a fundamental element that adds profound layers to Batman's character. It highlights the loneliness, isolation, and emotional struggles he endures in his mission to protect Gotham, making him a deeply complex and relatable character. Now, let's delve into one of the coolest aspects of Batman's character, his title as the world's greatest detective. This isn't just a fancy label, it's a core element that makes Batman one of the most captivating characters in the superhero realm. Batman's talent for noticing even the tiniest details is seriously impressive. He's like the ultimate detective version of your favorite TV sleuth. His ability to pick up on things that others might miss is a crucial part of his crime-solving toolkit. But it doesn't stop at being a great observer. Batman's deductive reasoning is on par with the sharpest minds out there. He's the superhero equivalent of a real-life Sherlock Holmes. This means he's not just catching bad guys, he's also navigating complex moral and ethical questions, which adds a whole new layer to his character. But perhaps the most intriguing part of Batman's character is his unwavering determination. He never throws in the towel, no matter how tough the case. This determination is a major reason why he's such a beloved character and resonates with fans worldwide. So, when you think of Batman, remember that he's not just a superhero, he's a superhero detective. His knack for solving mysteries and taking on the biggest questions is a massive part of what makes him a legend in the world of comics and beyond. Now, let's chat about one of the most fascinating things that make Batman super cool, his unique philosophy of fear. See, while most superheroes have superpowers or fancy gadgets, Batman's got something even more interesting up his sleeve. Batman knows that fear can be a superpower all on its own. He uses it as his secret weapon to deal with the bad guys. When he swoops in with that intimidating batsuit and deep voice, it's like an instant chill down the spine of criminals. They freeze up, and that gives him the upper hand. But here's where it gets really interesting. This whole philosophy of fear raises some deep moral questions. Batman isn't just a good guy, he's a complex character. He struggles with the idea of using fear to fight crime. It's like a constant tug of war between delivering justice and scaring people into behaving. This philosophy of fear isn't just about scaring bad guys. It's a window into Batman's mind. He knows what it's like to face fear, having been through some really tough times in his past. So, his use of fear reflects his own experiences and coping mechanisms. It adds a whole new layer to his character, making him relatable in a different way. Now, here's the big question. How does Batman balance using fear to keep order with his mission of doing what's right? It's a puzzle that makes his character even more intriguing. It's not just about the bad guys, it's about the line between being a hero and causing fear. In a nutshell, Batman's philosophy of fear goes beyond punches and gadgets. It's about psychology, ethics, and the impact of fear. And it's a key element that gives his character that extra depth and makes him such a captivating superhero. So, there you have it, folks. We've uncovered why Batman is such an incredibly deep character, and I hope you've enjoyed this exploration as much as I have. From his intriguing origin story, to his unwavering moral code, dual identity, and even his unique philosophy of fear, Batman is a superhero like no other. If you found this journey into Batman's character as fascinating as we have, don't forget to show some love. Smash that like button if you think Batman is the coolest superhero, and if you want more character explorations that dive this deep, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We've got plenty more character adventures coming your way. Thank you so much for joining us on The Character. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to see you on the next exploration of the most captivating characters in the world of fiction. Until then, keep loving those characters and, of course, keep being awesome.